Most people think that they are stuck at B2 because they need more grammar. It's almost like if I learn a mixed conditional, if I learn more advanced grammar, I won't be stuck at B2 any longer. But what if I told you that after more than 15,000 hours teaching English, five-star rating on multiple platforms, and I have all the certifications, CELTA, IELTS, PTE, everything, I've learned that is almost never the problem. It's not about needing more grammar. I've taught engineers, I've taught doctors, CEOs, I've taught other teachers, I've taught people with PhDs, I've taught mayors, and I think I may very well have taught the next president of my country. But what I can tell you is that the students who break through, who bridge the gap from B2 to advanced English, don't need to study more. No, they did different things. The students who are stuck, and if this is you, please join me in the conversation. Let me know in the comments. The students who are stuck are those who usually spend years collecting information, writing down vocabulary, using apps and flashcards, and trying to remember words that they will never use. Having taught more than 1,000 group classes with 4,000 students, all right, I can tell you that the students who improve create a system, not vocabulary lists. Now think about popcorn, okay? A popcorn kernel, the seed, doesn't become popcorn because it learns more about popping. No, that's not how it works. It pops because the right conditions are created, the right conditions, and I am going to create the right conditions for you, but I'll tell you more about that at the end. Learning English, mastering English works exactly the same way. So if you want your English to pop, there are 6 things that I have seen successful students do time and time again. Let's get into the first one, immersion. I know that you have heard this one. When I say immersion, I don't mean 6 hours on Saturday and 4 hours on Sunday, or even a 2-week trip to the UK where I will suddenly become native. It doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't. I'm talking about every single day, consistency, immersion every single day, while you are commuting, while you are cooking, while you are walking. English becomes the background music in your life. Full and total immersion. Number 2 is activation. And I think this is probably where you are stuck. All right. So we've got the bridge, and you take 1 step, 2 steps, maybe immersion, you dipping your toe in the water, and then you are stuck because there's no activation. Bottom line, you have to use the language. And you're thinking, okay, Nas, you just said 2 weeks in the UK won't fix my problem. So who do I talk to? All right, you can talk to friends, but they're not going to give you feedback. You can talk to tutors. There are many, many platforms out there. Okay, and you're saying, okay, Nas, I'm in this course, but I can't really afford an online tutor. What if I told you that some cheeky students of mine talk to customer service? It's crazy, but they're just practicing their English. Now, if you're thinking none of that is really a viable solution, I have one for you. Talk to Chat GPT. It's not perfect, but it is better than where you are right now. It doesn't matter who you speak to at first. What matters is that English leaves your head and it enters the real world. Activation, activation. Now, step number 3, it's high frequency vocabulary. High frequency vocabulary. Stop chasing rare words like omnipresent or ubiquitous. Oh, you sound really posh and really smart, but you're not going to use those words. Okay. Obnoxious and what is that word for the smell of rain when it hits the earth? Yeah, exactly. I'm native. I've been native all my life. I don't know that word. Why would you bother chasing rare words? The best communicators, and listen carefully to this one because it matters. The best communicators master the words that appear every day. And I'll tell you about the course. This is what we do for the 30-day intensive popcorn program. Make your English pop, people. Make it pop. Number 4 on my list is not high frequency words, but high frequency chunks. Native speakers like myself, we don't build every sentence from scratch. I mean, when you think of a word, you don't think of the letters first, right? Well, when we speak, we don't think of the words. We think in chunks. We use ready-made language, phrases, patterns, chunks. I would say this is one of the biggest differences between intermediate, those who are stuck at the beginning of the bridge, and the advanced speakers who are on the other side, chunks. But not just chunks, high frequency chunks. Number 5 is a rather unusual one, but trust me, it works. Like I said, 15 years of international experience in China, in Turkey, online, every single one of the big platforms, Super Tutor on Cambly, Verbling, Preply, and italki. I know what I'm doing here. So listen to me and take this advice. Writing, and you're thinking, I can't write. Yes, you can. And if you want to get to the other side of the bridge, if you want to bridge the gap and land in advanced English land, write. Why? Because writing forces you to notice the gaps. If you can't write it clearly, guess what? You probably can't say it clearly either. Also, writing creates a very safe space for you to do things at your own pace. Writing when, how, why, it's in the course. Trust me, it's all in the course. Number 6 is my absolute favorite. My absolute favorite. It's reading, but not just random reading, consistent reading. And my favorite thing about reading is discussing it with other readers, other bookworms. I am a bookworm. I have always been a bookworm. I have my new Kindle. I think I've got 600 books on it. Growing up, I probably read 3 books a week. Now, I'm kind of lazy, maybe a book a week, maybe a book in 2 weeks, but I am a bookworm. And I think that's one of the reasons why my English level is not just native, it is so elevated because of the reading. Consistent reading. So you can read books, you can read articles, you can read stories. Find something that genuinely interests you. Please do not go and read Crime and Punishment or Pride and Prejudice when what you really, really want to do is read a Jackie Collins sleazy novel. It doesn't matter what you read, just read. But in my course where we are going to make your English pop, we dive into a very specific book. So in my course, shall we call it Popcorn English? Because this is the intensive version. Pop, pop, pop. You are going to hear the popping every single day. I'm going to combine all 6 of these strategies. So what exactly is it? You are going to listen. You're going to learn. You're going to speak. You're going to write. And you are going to read. It's a system. Fluency isn't something you learn. Oh, and there's a video I'll say about how you can master English through hypnosis. If you are somebody who's even considering that, my course is not for you, because fluency is something that you build. And like I said, after 15,000 hours of tutoring, IELTS, PTE, my IELTS students score 8 to 8.5 in the speaking, and they come to me at a 6. All right. PTE 90, full house. We've done it twice, unheard of. But all of this experience has shown me something. The students who get to advanced English, the students who are confident, the students who are impressive, they are not always the smartest people in the room. Those who succeed are not necessarily the smartest or the most intelligent or the ones who are capable of memorizing 5,000 English words. No, the students who succeed are the ones who create the conditions to pop. So the question isn't at this point whether your English can improve. The question is, are you ready to pop? And if you are, head on over to lingonas.com, or I will put a direct link in the description. Head on over there and you'll see what I have to offer. I am really excited about Make Your English Pop course. I feel like I want to call it the Popcorn English course. Tell me your thoughts. Let's create this together. I'm Nas. I am a native English speaker. I am CELTA certified. I am a super tutor, and I have done more than 15,000 hours of tutoring, and I've been doing this for 15 years, and I'm not done yet. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've learned something. Could you take a moment to like and subscribe? We always giving you more information to help. Yes, you said it. Make your English pop. See you in the